Super Bowl being brought to you in living color exclusively on NBC. Pearson closest to you, 26. Tim Brown, number 2, deep. Curly Johnson kicking off. The Jets now ahead 10-0. The high kick, they're trying to angle it to Brown. Pearson gets out of his way. Brown to the 10, to the 15. And he goes down on his 26-yard line. And he's hit down there by Rademacher, number 23, and number 47, Mike D'Amato. Baltimore on their 26. First down. Johnny Unitas has been warming up on the sideline, but Morrill is still in there at quarterback. He's putting Matty in a slot to the right, flanking Richardson out wide right and Orr to the left, and splitting Mackey away from tight end, spreading 4 receivers out. Deep to Mackey and over his head. Jim Hudson trailing Mackey. They had 4 spread men at the line of scrimmage, and Mackey, a tight end who can run a deep pattern, just over his head.
And Earl Morrill has again gone to that first down deep pass. He has come with a double wing several times. The New York Jets are forced to stay in a man-to-man type of coverage. You get the feeling, however, Kurt, in that type, with taking Matty deep, he might decide to take Matty deep, take the safety out of there, and try to cross behind him with either Tom Matty or possibly Jimmy Orr.
Second down, 10 to go. Baltimore on their 26. 5 out of 16 for Morrill so far. 3 of his passes have been intercepted. Namath has not been intercepted. Regular setup. Dumps it off to Jerry Hill, the fullback. Larry Grantham drops him at the 26-yard line. No gain. Grantham really had that one diagnosed.
He not only had it diagnosed, he also in the process warded off what potentially could have been a damaging block by Glenn Ressler, number 62, the Colts left guard, who was out there in great position on him. Threw a block on Larry. Grantham fought it off and was there for the receiver.
Third down. We'll make it 11 to go. You saw Bob Hope on the sidelines. Bob's on the Chrysler Show, 8:30 Thursday nights Eastern Time on NBC. Morrill running away, and he's hit by Jim Hudson, who came up from safety, number 20, and Carl McAdams, number 50, the former Oklahoma All-American who fractured his ankle 3 years ago. Hudson is one of the hardest tackling safety men in the league. Now we're going to have a punt formation as the Jets have stopped Baltimore. It's 4th down, 11. David Lee will do the punting. There's Johnny Unitas, and you might see him in here the next time Baltimore gets the ball. Bill Barrett's 46, Earl Christie's number 45. Nice spiral. Barrett on his 33. And he's hit down on his 31. Down there covering the kick was number 64, Sidney Williams. Timeout. Action will continue here at the Super Bowl. The score, the New York Jets 10 and the Baltimore Colts nothing. Johnny Unitas has put his helmet on. He'll probably come in when Baltimore gets the ball again. Boozer Mathis now in the back. Out to Mathis. Mathis is out of bounds on the Jet 34. Mike Curtis, the linebacker, drove him out. We pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC television network. Kurt Gowdy, Aldi Rogatis, Kyle Rote back with you again. It's 2nd and 8. The Jets on their 34. The Jets are ahead 10-0. 7 minutes, 58 seconds left to play in the third period. Maynard to the right. Sauer spread left. And 2nd down. Namath has the time. Shoots the pass and completes it. George Sauer has a first down on the Jet 47. How that Namath can rifle that ball.
Here's Sauer all alone, working on Lenny Lyle's 43. He'll give a good outside move, then right back into that little slot. George Sauer, and as Kurt said, Namath can fire that ball. That was about a 20-yard pass, 25-yard pass, just like a bullet.
Well, they say point your left hip at the target and step. Get your body behind it. Namath throws sometimes off the wrong foot. He just flicks that ball. There's a pump fake. He's firing deep to Maynard. Maynard, incomplete. And riding with him is number 20, Jerry Logan, as they were bumping each other going down the sideline.
Kerry, let me just talk about some people that kind of go unsung, but this offensive line of the New York Jets has just been superb. John Schmidt at center, outstanding blocking. Randy Rasmussen, who moves from the left guard to the right guard, is doing a great job on Billy Ray Smith. At number 67, Dave Herman, outweighed substantially, is doing a terrific job. Talamini at the left side, and Winston Hill, number 75.
Second down 10. New York Jets on their own, 47. Baltimore stunning around. They'll do that before the snap of the ball. Here's a draw play to Boozer. Boozer running it to the 50, and that's it. And he's hit down there by number 74, Billy Ray Smith, the veteran left tackle. Third down. And 7 to go for the New York Jets. The most valuable player in today's game, selected by Sport Magazine, will be given the hot Dodge Charger RT. And I know that most valuable player will appreciate it. Great car. Third down 7. Jets on the 50. They're leading 10 to nothing if you just joined us. Namath a quickie to Pete Lammons. Lammons to the Baltimore 38. And it's another New York Jet first down.
Here's that play again, Namath. You see Gaubatz moving around, jumping around. Right over the middle to Lammons, number 87. And also, not only are the Jets having to fathom the manipulations in that secondary, but also in that defensive line of Baltimore. They're looping, they're crossing, they're doing all sorts of stunts. Great tribute to that offensive line.
Namath now has hit 14 out of 22. First down, Jets, Baltimore 38. Quick run. Maynard can't hold on to it. And Bobby Boyd, the veteran left cornerback, number 40. It's all right. Looked rough, but he took him down there. In fact, he was just about ready to gamble, I think, Kyle, of darting in front and trying to intercept that one, then changed his mind at the last second.
They well could have been, again, in a of their defensive maneuvers where actually Boyd had no deep responsibility. He could afford to gamble and just lay out there in the flat looking to pick something like that off.
Second down 10. Namath again. Nice protection. It's complete to Snell. First down as Namath is picking the Baltimore secondary to pieces right now.
Boy, and again, you see where Namath can just fire going back. Watch, he's going back, and he'll throw that ball without hardly setting up at all. See, he's still leaning backwards, fires that ball just on a line.
First down, the New York Jets on the Baltimore 24. The Jets have run the most plays today. They've made the most first downs and lead in yardage. 5 minutes to go in the third period. The Jets ahead 10 to nothing. Namath to Bill Mathis, and the draw play smelled out by Billy Ray Smith, number 74, and also Don Shinnick, the right linebacker, number 66. So it is now on the Baltimore 23. It'll be second down, 9 to go for the Jets.
And Joe Namath, Kurt, has slowed the game up very much. He's going with the long counts. He's eating up an awful lot of time. He's been hitting his back continuously. He worked on Mike Curtis on that one pass to Snell because he saw the previous drop of number 32, Curtis.
Second down 9, the Jets in the Baltimore 24. Snell's back in as he resets himself. Boozer alongside him. Sauer left, Maynard right. Retreating deeper. He's firing to the end zone to Maynard. Maynard is no good. He caught the ball, but he was over the end line. With him was Jerry Logan, number 20. Spectacular grab, but out of bounds. It'll now be third and 9. Namath, by the way, has tied going over and seems to be injured. Namath is injured now, and what a turning point that could be in this game. It seems to be his right hand, and Babe Parilli's come in for it. Namath has tied a Super Bowl record of 16 completions in a game, tied Lenny Dawson's record.
Kurt, on that last play, the Baltimore Colts went to a weak side zone. Now, Babe Parilli saw it, and Bill Mathis came in the game with him. They may decide to circle Bill Mathis to that side to try to beat that zone.
Namath's passing hand is injured. 3rd down, 9 on the 24. Babe Parilli, 15-year veteran, is now in. It throws a quick one. It's incomplete. A quick slant to George Sauer. 4th and 9, and we'll see the field goal team come in. And the big question now is Joe Namath. He has played a spectacular game here. He has run his offense beautifully. He's read the blitzes today. It's his right hand, his passing hand. And Eubank following him down the sideline. Babe Parilli will hold now on the 30-yard line of Baltimore. Jim Turner will try a field goal. The kick is good. Timeout. Action will continue here at the Super Bowl.
When you put up a fathead, you're making a statement too big for words. A statement like this. Maybe you need something more. How about the NFL, NBA, MLB, NASCAR? If you can think of a sports-related acronym, we probably got a fathead for you. The biggest names and moments captured at the height of intensity, plucked from the playing field like ripened fruit that can smack you in your ear hole. Nice one. Hall of Famers, ex-gamers, QB sackers, revitalized Packers. I'm starting to rhyme, and I like it. Fathead. A passion that's been building and building, so put it in your building.
Get your favorite fatheads from the NFL, plus MLB, NBA, NASCAR, and more. Go to fathead.com now.
This is no reality show.
This isn't acting.
This is the absolute genuine article.
This is going to change the way fans see the game.
This is business.
This is pleasure.
This is Braylon.
This is Bratwurst. And Bryant, this is what the Colts do best.
This is focused.
This is flawless. This is football.
Jamie Dukes here, host of Put Up Your Dukes. We debate, discuss all the hot topics around the NFL, and we also take your emails. Matter of fact, let's check a couple right now. To know who gets your MVP of the league. I think there's no question about it. It is Tom Terrific, Tom Brady. He has shattered so many records. This offense is just fantastic for the New England Patriots. Tom Brady, hands down. Jeff wants to know from South Dakota, is Bill Parcells really the savior of the Dolphins? I don't think there's any question. He was the right man for the job. Now, problem is he's only going to be there maybe 3 or 4 years, and he's out of there. He's going to be sailing off in his big yacht. So enjoy him while you got him, Dolphin fans. It won't be long, but he will right the ship. Remember, Put Up Your Dukes Tuesday through Friday at 6:30, right here exclusively on NFL Network. Keep sending us those emails. We have a lot of fun on this show.
Took some warm-up tosses and now is on the phone upstairs to one of his coaches talking over the Baltimore defense. We'll see whether he comes back in. Tim Brown and Pearson are deep. Curly Johnson kicking off. And he lofts it high. Pearson hits the crossbar, hits the upright. It's an automatic touchback. Baltimore first down, and Unitas is going in the game now. And it's ironical that the young fellow, Namath, went out with an injury, and Unitas gets almost a standing ovation here, which he should. One of the greatest players in the history of pro football.
Kurt, not only that, this is really the series that the New York Jets have got to come on because of the inspirational leadership of John Unitas. He was brilliant in the past. He still has it, and this man can really move a football team.
Johnny's attempted only 38 passes all year. He gives it off to Tom Matty. Matty is hit around the ankles. And he goes down on the 25-yard line. It was number 51, Ralph Baker, who got him around the ankles. came up the top on him. Namath has a slight sprain. Is it in his passing hand? We don't have the official report. Where? I think it's in his passing hand. He might have hit someone's helmet when they rushed him. Second down, 5. Baltimore trailing 13-0. The fake to Hill. And it's out to Matty, and Matty is hit by Larry Grantham, who they've said for 9 years is too small to play linebacker in pro football. Former star at Ole Miss. Now it's still on the Baltimore 25, and it's 3rd and 5 for the Baltimore Colts.
Now, Kurt, here's a situation where the New York Jets don't want to take any chances with John. The story is that John may not be able to throw deep, so Beverly, who just got a big move from Jimmy Orr deep, could be vulnerable.
The Jets have 15 first downs in this game to just 6 for Baltimore. 3rd and 5. Incomplete, intended for Jimmy Orr, and the ball wobbled out there to him. That wasn't a typical Unitas pass, as Kyle wrote, who played against him, will attest.
No, I think what John got in a little bit of trouble there was one of his own men backing up to block for him. I think just sort of bumped him a little bit, and he had to throw over him. Didn't get a chance to step into his pass as he normally likes to do.
The injury is to Namath's right thumb, sprained right thumb, but he is expected to come back in. Lee has kicked twice, 48-yard average. The punt to either Barrett or Christie. The Jets have stopped Baltimore cold here in the 3rd quarter. A high kick. They call a fair catch on it. Billy Barrett sets it down on the 37-yard line of the Jets, taking no chances. And New York now takes over. Timeout. New York Jet bench. Berlin Biggs closest to you. Namath has a sprained right thumb. We'll see how it affects him. He's been superb throughout this game. First New York, and they're 37. They're leading 13-0. Snell trying to bull straight ahead. Does get to the 40, where Billy Ray Smith contacted him first.
You see the straight type of running game, and this is about what the Jets have to do to try and penetrate that Baltimore line, because, as Al pointed out earlier, they're not a penetrating line to where you can trap men and create big holes. They hit, they slide, they have tremendous lateral movement, so your slant plays aren't going to go too well. You really just have to drive a team like that straight back.
Second down, 7. The Jets leading will take long huddles. Long signal count. Baltimore hopping out of an 8-man front. Namath throwing deep. Sauer can't quite get it. He was there. He had an inside step on Lenny Lyles, number 43, and the ball just a little bit overthrown.
Isn't Joe something, though? You know, you can't help but feel that with that injured hand, they were going to play him awfully tight. He saw the possibility of Rick Volk, number 21, with a fake safety blitz, and he goes up top. So that thumb is in pretty good shape.
A minute and 43 seconds remaining in the 3rd period. The Jets are leading the Colts 13-0. 3rd and 7 for New York on their own 40. Hilton's now in at defensive right end. And a quick slant. Sauer fumbles. And I believe they might have blown the whistle. Inside the 50, George Sauer running a quick slant pattern. And it is still New York's ball. And it's a New York first down and a big one.
And there was a real gamble by Namath. He called that slant play from a quick count, so he really didn't have time to automatic to it. He called that in the huddle, anticipating that Baltimore would be that safety man up there, faking the red dog or either coming. It didn't make any difference. On the quick count, he can get that ball before he has time to get back.
All right, the Jets on the 50 with a first down. They now have 16 first, 6 for Baltimore. Deep retreat. The long shot to Sauer. He's got it. And Sauer is on the 9-yard line. He had the inside step on Lenny Lyles again.
Here he is again with that great arm just right inside. Sauer had put a move on Lyles. And here he is all alone. Sauer going down. That little slow move, change of pace. He really put it on right at that point. Lyles waiting for him to make another move. Beaten by a step or two.
Sauer has now caught 9 passes in this game for 147 yards. And what a job this interior line tackle-to-tackle is doing for Namath. He's been touched only twice. Everybody thought he'd get killed in this game. He has killed Baltimore so far. There goes Snell roaring to Baltimore. Dennis Gabat. And number 20, Jerry Logan, who breaks horses in the offseason, making the tackle. We're nearing the end of the third period, and the third period has been all the Jets. They completely outplayed Baltimore in the third quarter. That's the end of the third quarter in the 1969 Super Bowl game with a score, the New York Jets 13 and the Baltimore Colts nothing.
In the NFL, the big